I'd like to call this meeting to order and start with a roll call.
Alderperson Robinson.
Present.
Hurt.
Here.
Gilbert.
Present.
Swanson. Here. Parker.
Here.
Poulos.
Here.
Healy.
Here.
And Mayor Tomes.
Here. Thank you. And I'd like to rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Remain standing for a moment of silence, please. Thank you very much. We do have a few names. We have a number of names here for public comment, so I do ask once again if everybody could limit their talk to no more than 5 minutes.
I think your first couple of names are for the proclamation.
Oh.
They just signed in.
Okay, no, that's fine. So if you're here for the proclamation, you can speak now if you want, but actually, when we read the proclamation, somebody will have an opportunity, people have an opportunity to speak after the proclamation. So you don't have to come up at this point if you wish not to. It's your choice. But so we got Richard, is it Richard Gay? Is it Richard? I can't read the last name. I got Richard.
Oh, he stepped out.
Oh, he stepped out? Yeah. All right, you got it. So we got Mike Jacobs. Okay, you're fine, appreciate it. If you do, I don't want to stifle anybody. Andrew, is it Williams? Okay, same thing? All right. And we got Herbert. Same thing? That's fine.
That's what happens when you follow the leader.
Yeah. We got to talk to the leader. Curtis, same thing? All right, it's fine. We'll give you an opportunity, gentlemen, please. That's James Kerr. I saw him. There he is. Yes, sir. Same thing. All right. We're going to get there. That's going to give the last two all night to talk. No. No, we got Perry Reynolds. Is it Perry Reynolds? Same thing? You got it. All right.
Come on up, let's get a picture.
Yeah, we're going to do that.
Yep.
Shirley.
Come on.
Oh, there we are. The last one I know.
Hello, my name is Shirley Vallejo, and I just want to make a statement thing or to say about the Indian statue on 11th Avenue, 11th Street. What is becoming of that, or why is it taking so long to find out what's happening to it? To just
The city manager is working with it. You'll have to communicate with him.
With
when
who?
he gets back. Sure, the city manager, Todd Thompson. You can call and communicate and set something up with him if you wish, but right now, it's in his hands to work on a process.
okay,
So-
at least I got an answer on that. Thank you.
There you go, you bet. And he's on vacation right now, city manager. Yeah, this is not Todd. I don't know what it says. Does it say Todd up there?
Yeah, it does. You wouldn't let me get him a name tag.
Rudy.
And again, thank you for having me come up in front. I did understand, Mike, what you said. My hearing is kind of
No
going.
problem, I'll hear. The city manager, Todd Thompson, not this gentleman, but Todd's on vacation, another good guy. But he's on vacation, and he is working on the process, the next steps.
Oh, okay.
So communicate with him,
Okay.
okay? And he
Okay.
can let you know the next process, next
Okay.
steps.
Okay, so are you saying we can call him up?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Call
Thank you.
anybody, anytime, but
Okay, well,
not today.
thank you. Thank
He's
you.
on vacation, so not today. 1st of August.
1-2.
Okay, thank you very much. But again, we're here and we just like to save that Indian. And, the more that the place where it could be very beautiful is coming from Milan into Rock Island, where that Welcome to Rock Island sign is at. You know, that would be a very beautiful place to put that Indian statue right there, because it's close to Blackhawk State Park, and so, yeah, that's all I want to say. Thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you. You got it? Okay. All right.
Mr. Gay.
That is all that signed, was that?
Gay is back.
Mr. Gay, but are you here for the church? You didn't hear. Are you here for the church? We'll get to you in a minute, so thank you. Thanks. All right. That's everybody that signed up. So we are on item number 6.
Minutes of the July 10th, 2023 study session and regular city council meeting.
Move to approve the minutes as printed.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion on it? Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson. Aye. Parker.
Aye.
Poulos.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Aye.
Item number 7.
Minutes from the July 10th, 2023 closed session.
Move to approve,
Go ahead.
move to approve the closed session minutes.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson. Aye. Parker.
Aye.
Poulos.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Aye.
Thank you. Item number 8.
Okay. A proclamation recognizing the 150th anniversary of Second Baptist Church in Rock Island. Whereas Second Baptist Church in Rock Island is celebrating its 150th anniversary, whereas Second Baptist Church was founded in 1873 and continues to support the community of Rock Island through community and youth outreach, food pantry, monthly meal site, a computer lab, the Outreach Music and Arts Academy, and the Outreach Tutoring and Enrichment Program, among others. Whereas Second Baptist Church is a friendly church where everyone is welcome, and whereas Second Baptist Church will hold several celebration events, starting with a celebration picnic on July 29th, 2023, a special anniversary service on August 27th, 2023, and a celebration banquet on August 11th, 2023. And whereas today we honor and congratulate Second Baptist Church on their 150th anniversary and hereby express gratitude for their contributions to the betterment of our community.
Now therefore, I, Mike Tomes, Mayor of the City of Rock Island, do hereby honor and congratulate Second Baptist Church of Rock Island on its 150th anniversary, dated this 24th of July. Well, so if we want to come up and take a little picture, you're all welcome.
Kind of like, so.
Those who want to be in a picture, come on up. Come on up here, anybody who wants. Moshe, you gonna join this?
Yes.
I'm learning quickly.
Oh, we don't have to dodge. There's too many people. I don't have to dodge it. Okay.
The photos the city takes can also be shared, so everyone
Oh.
in the photo can be in like.
Oh, I hate my voice. Like, I
listen to
I mean, I have to because I have to do it. I did it. Thank you.
It's delightful.
It is delightful. Thank you. See, our deputy clerk, Josh Adams, he was the interim when I was, and I love his voice. He actually really does have the radio voice. But
I listen.
is it one of those things you just hate listening to yourself talk or something? I don't know, but I'm like you.
I was recently on WVIK's podcast.
That's great, though.
Yeah, but I heard my voice and was just like, oh my god,
Yeah,
turn it
it's
off.
great.
Yeah, I think that's hard.
Ready here for the city? Ready, 1, 2, and
Judith, you got to do this for yours.
What are we working on? It's a 764 thing, huh? Yeah. All right. It's an east side thing. East side. Actually, 400 south side.
Right.
That was great. See, positivity. That was great.
On behalf of Second Baptist Church and the Second Baptist Church family, we'd like to thank the city for proclaiming August the 23rd as the Rock Island Day, 150 days of celebration. We're looking forward to another 150 years of serving this great community. Again, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. All right. Item number 9, Rock Island update. Got a couple items. Are you looking for some great bargain book deals? The Rock Island Public Library will hold its monthly book sale this Friday, July 28th, at the downtown branch, 401 19th Street. The sale is from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. All proceeds will benefit special library projects, including the library's new Find Free lending policy for Rock Island Public Library cardholders. Sunset Park cleanup. The community is invited to help clean up Sunset Park on Saturday, August 12th, from 8:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. The group will meet at the pavilion where garbage bags, gloves, and other supplies will be provided. Refreshments and pizza will be served following the cleanup. Take part in the Rock Island Labor Day Parade. The 39th annual Rock Island Labor Day Parade will be held Monday, September 4th. This year's theme is Planting Pride, Growing Together. You may build your own float, ride in your business vehicle, enter your organization, school, church, or simply walk the parade route. All clowns, hula dancers, neighborhood groups, families, schools, churches, and civic groups are welcome to join in the fun. Best Category Award will be presented during our October City Council meeting. Go to rigov.org for more information on the parade and download an entry form. Also, I would like to introduce a couple, I'll say, special guests or anything else. Well, we have John Grip filling in for Todd Thompson, as city manager, while he's on vacation. And we have Allison Wright filling in for the vacationing Dave Morrison. So we have two faces that are not normally seen up here, but can handle the job quite well. So let people know about them. All right. Item number 10.
Consent agenda, second reading ordinances A through E, and if the will of the council would like, I can read all of them.
No.
Ordinance.
Motion to pass ordinances A through E.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson. Aye. Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Aye.
Item number 11.
Consent agenda items A through, oh my goodness, they're long. I.
Motion to approve consent agenda items A through I.
Second.
Moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson. Aye. Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Aye.
Item number 12.
Claims. A, report from the Public Works Department regarding payment in the amount of $12,635.62 to Langman Construction of Rock Island for an emergency water main repair at 2100 6th Avenue. Report from the Public Works Department regarding payment number 6 in the amount of $279,178.20 to Langman Construction of Rock Island for the downtown parking garage and parking lot. Report from the Public Works Department regarding payment in the amount of $179,053.42 to Centennial Contractors of the Quad Cities, Moline, Illinois, for the sidewalk and pavement patching program. Report from the Public Works Department regarding a payment in the amount of $11,557.06 to McClintock Trucking and Excavating of Silvis for the Sewer Lateral Repair Program SLRP contract.
Move to allow claims A through D.
Second.
Moved to second. Any discussion?
Due to the nature of my employment, I need to recuse myself.
Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Aye.
Item 13A.
Report from the Public Works Department to award a contract to Walter D. Lott of East Moline in the amount of $563,304.40 for the 28th Street from 20th to 21st Avenue Storm Sewer Upgrade Project.
Move to award the contract as recommended and authorize the city manager to execute the contract documents.
Second.
Moved to second. Any discussion?
I also need to recuse myself from this one due to the nature of my employment.
Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Aye.
13B.
Report from the Public Works Department regarding the Illinois Statewide Planning and Research Program Grant for the Andalusia Indian Bluff Road Corridor Joint Jurisdictional Study.
Motion to approve the contract and authorize the city manager to sign on behalf of the city.
Second.
Moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Aye.
13C.
Report from the Public Works Department regarding the water treatment plant roof replacement project.
Move to reject the submitted bids and authorize the engineering division to rebid the contract.
Second.
Moved to second. Any discussion?
Mike,
What's the deal?
well, sure, what's the deal? Maybe you can speak to why are we rejecting these, but also, it's not clear to me, this seems like it should be a staff level decision, rejecting bids that were, like a technicality thing. Is there a reason that this had to come before the council, or could it have been handled by staff?
Really, there is not a reason that it needed to come to council. However, that's the way we've always done it previously for X amount of years. I brought that up to our city engineer on why we need the council approval for this, and he said, well, that's the way we've done it since I've been here over 20 years. And so I took him at his word, and that's why we're doing it. It's, it's transparent, and basically, we have a responsible bidder ordinance. They have to meet these requirements for training, prevailing wage, and a whole host of other items that relate to the responsible bidder ordinance. And as the memo states, none of the contractors completely complied with the RVO. And so we are rejecting all the bids, and we'll put it back out for bids. So,
Okay. Dylan, you all right with that?
I'm fine.
All right.
Thanks.
Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Aye.
13D.
Report from the Information Technology Department regarding an agreement with Civic Plus, Manhattan, Kansas, to obtain the 311 Citizen Request Management, or CRM, tool for 1 year in the amount of $26,850.97.
Move to authorize the city manager to sign the agreement as recommended.
Second.
Moved to seconded. Any discussion?
I just want to make a comment. So this is about the C-Click Fix software. And I want to thank Tim Bain, our IT director, for setting up a last-minute demo, because as council members, we're going to be using this. We get calls all the time, and now we won't have to be like, writing this all out on paper and then emailing or making a phone call. We can input it directly. So, the one thing I asked of Tim was that, he include council members in figuring out the implementation, to tweak some of the customization. So, it should be good.
Yep.
I do have a question. Why, so we have the current, ERS, is that the acronym?
Works.
Well, no, we have the current enterprise-wide
That's something else.
ERP process underway, right? Where we are holistically reviewing all of the software that the city utilizes. Why are we doing this before that project has got to that point?
Green.
Probably why it's only a year.
Sorry to call you out here.
That's right. But the ERP project will be monstrous in terms of the undertaking. It's the entire financial application, payroll, probably utility billing, and hopefully land management. And so you put all that together, and that's going to keep us all busy for a couple of years. If we don't implement some sort of a communications tool ahead of that, we may never get to it.
Makes sense.
Well said.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Pause.
is there a reason why we're only doing a year on this? Or is that just how it is, yearly?
Civic Plus has discounted this year. It will go up next year. And so it was just listed because this price is different this year than it'll be next year.
Okay.
Okay, any other questions? Roll call. Oop, did you have something? No. Oh. Yeah, $10,000 savings. So we'll take it. Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Aye.
13E.
Report from the Community and Economic Development Department regarding approval of a public service funding subrecipient agreement for the Martin Luther King Jr. Community Center, reflecting an award in the amount of $153,220.
Motion to approve the agreement and authorize the city manager to execute the documents.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Aye.
Item 13F.
Report from the Community and Economic Development Department regarding approval of public service funding subrecipient agreement with the Salvation Army, reflecting an award in the amount of $13,790.
Motion to approve the agreement and authorize the city manager to execute the documents.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Aye.
14A.
Report from the city clerk regarding a resolution approving the partial release of closed session minutes and the destruction of audio recordings for the same closed session minutes.
Move to approve the partial release of closed session minutes as recommended and adopt the resolution.
Second.
Moved to second. Any discussion?
I just want to thank Alderperson Gilbert for her assistance with these. Thank you.
Team effort. Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Aye.
15A through C.
Want me to read all of them, or if it's at the will of the council?
Motion to approve the budget adjustments A through C.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Aye.
15D.
Report from the Finance Department regarding an adjustment to the general fund for the alternating currents events in downtown Rock Island in the amount of $10,000.
Move to approve the budget adjustment as recommended.
Second.
Moved to second. Any discussion?
I just have a couple questions for Jack. So Jack, is this the money that we're contributing, that Parks contributed and your other sponsors you got, is that money going through RITA or direct to AC, alternating currents?
Great question. So it would be going to the Downtown Alliance as a sponsorship, and then would fund the alternating currents programming in downtown Rock Island.
Okay.
Alternating Currents was founded by Downtown Davenport Partnership, which is an arm of the Quad Cities Chamber under our place management model. And so, yeah, but to simply answer your question, yes.
Is RITA itself making any contribution?
No, not this year from the special service area or other funding streams. We're still in the phase, I believe, strategically of introducing the alternating currents concept to downtown Rock Island, the city, businesses. And so I think there's additional buy-in to gain from our stakeholders, and didn't want to include that in the proposed budget that was approved from other funding sources.
Okay, so does the city of Rock Island get to have their logo on the Alternating Currents website?
Digital
or app,
assets.
The marketing materials?
Yes.
Because it's not on there now, so.
Yes.
And
Yep.
your other sponsors too?
Yes.
Okay. So, oh, and the other thing was, the movie, it's not on their schedule. At least it wasn't last week.
Yeah, so the movie is a bit of a unique feature. So originally, it was going to be public showings of this film that was shot in Aledo, Illinois by a Chicago filmmaker called Everything Fun You Could Possibly Do in Aledo, Illinois. There was interest from a Chicago Film Fest to include that in their festival, and they were wanting the world premiere rights. The filmmaker still wants to show it in Rock Island in the region. There was a huge showing in Aledo when they did a private showing. And so we were trying to figure out how we could still have a presence with that film here in Rock Island, and it would be with 1 or 2 private showings. And so it can't be publicly promoted as part of Alternating Currents.
Okay,
So
so
it's
how do
a-
you get a ticket?
It's an invitation-only event. We are expecting a lot of folks from Aledo to be coming as tourists to Rock Island that day. She's anticipating upward of 400 people wanting to come over 2 showings.
Oh, okay. Does council get an invitation?
I think there will be opportunity for that. But at the end of the day, what's great, I see the tourism impact there, but also Center for Living Arts hosting would be selling food and beverage, so an opportunity for them to benefit from that. And then the adjacent businesses and hopefully the other events that are happening around the times of those showings.
So that's great, but please don't forget about coming up with a unique Rock Island
Yes.
downtown event, signature event.
Yep.
Counting on you.
Let's
Jack.
let's keep the conversation going. I think this, again, benefit of this is latching on to an established festival, trying to leverage that marketing and promotion that comes with that, and to see if it sticks, and if there's opportunity to continue to grow it here. So, thank
I
you.
have a quick question, Jack, before you leave. Did you reach out to Bally's at all? I noticed that Rhythm City was listed as a sponsor for a thing, and did we reach out, or did you guys reach out to Bally's and see if they were interested? And, I mean, they do events out there. I'm just trying to think on, obviously a lot more stuff is going on in Davenport, and I'm not against the motion or what's on the agenda here, but I'm just kind of wondering if we reached out to those kind of places.
So to answer your question, I'm not comfortable sharing what other companies have reached out to specifically for programming in Rock Island. If it's still under consideration, or if it just doesn't work out this year, so not comfortable sharing that.
Okay.
But for a little bit more context on Rhythm City Casinos or the Riverboat Development Authority's relationship with the DDP, with that riverboat that used to be in downtown Davenport, they have an agreement every year with the Downtown Davenport Partnership that DDP benefits from a certain amount of their gaming revenue. And so the money that's being funded from the casino is coming from that investment to the DDP for Alternating Currents as a whole. But Bally's is a great partner. They're contributing to the Rock Island Downtown Alliance and our other services.
I respect your answer, and I respect what you're trying to say, but my comment would be is I hope that years going forward that we would reach out to those partnerships that the city does have in an attempt to kind of make the Alternating Currents a little more widespread, because I feel like we don't have enough going on over here. That's just my comment.
That's the goal. Thank you.
All good thoughts. All right. Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Poulos.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Aye.
Item 16A.
An ordinance regarding a request to install a two-way stop sign on 8th Street at its intersection with 16th Avenue and yield signs on 8th Street at 17th Avenue, first reading.
Motion to approve the request, suspend the rules, consider and pass the ordinance.
Second. Nice job.
Good job, Moses.
So it's been moved and seconded. Did I hear a second?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Any discussion?
Good job.
Roll call.
Like some happy parents or something.
Alderperson Hart.
We are.
Our little babies all grows up.
But I cheated.
Mess one up earlier or later, so don't worry.
You're fine. Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Poulos.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Aye.
Item 16B.
Report from the Traffic Engineering Committee regarding a request from Unity Point Robert Young Center to place their parking lot at 2200 3rd Avenue under City Ordinance Control, first reading.
Move to approve the request, suspend the rules, consider, and pass the ordinance.
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Parker. Poulos.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Aye.
Item 16C.
Report from the Traffic Engineering Committee regarding a request from Bobby Grave to install a handicap parking space at 3524 12th Avenue, first reading.
Move to approve the request, suspend the rules, consider, and pass the ordinance.
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Aye.
16D,
Report from the Traffic and Engineering Committee regarding request from Ostrom Painting and Sandblasting to ban parking on the north side of 8th Avenue between 11th Street and 12th Street, first reading.
Motion to approve the request, suspend the rules, consider and pass the ordinance.
Second.
moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Aye.
Item 16E,
Report from the Traffic and Engineering Committee regarding a request from Almond High School to place their parking lot at 1103 40th Street under City Ordinance Control, first reading.
Move to approve the request, suspend the rules, consider and pass the ordinance.
Second.
been moved in second. Any discussion?
I just have a question then.
Yes.
When will these go into effect?
As soon as we get the signage up.
Okay.
Basically, that's, so Public Works works on the signage. And then
Yes.
with the police department, but as soon as,
So
so the
very
pressure's
soon?
on Mike.
Very soon? Yes? Okay. Thank you.
That's where it goes. Yes. Roll call, please.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Parker. Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Aye.
17A,
Report from the City Clerk's Office regarding a plaza activity event application from Steve's Old Time Tap for the 10th Annual CCKMA Car and Bike Show on Sunday, August 20th, 2023, from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., with street closures of 17th Street between 2nd Avenue and 3rd Avenue, and 3rd Avenue between 17th and 18th Streets. A request for the outdoor consumption of alcohol in the fenced-in area and the adjacent parking lots, a request for sound amplification, and a request for the waiver of the permit fee.
Move to approve the requests as recommended.
Second.
moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Aye.
17B,
Report from the City Clerk's Office regarding a request from the Rock Island High School to hold their annual homecoming parade on Friday, September 15th, 2023, from 3 to 4 p.m.
Move to approve the event as recommended.
Second.
moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Aye.
17C,
Report from the City Clerk's Office regarding a request from Greater Antioch Baptist Church, 929 14th Street, for sound amplification and to close off 10th Avenue between 14th Street and 14.5 Street on Sunday, August 6, 2023, from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. for an outdoor church service, and Saturday, August 26, 2023, from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. for a craft and vendor show.
Motion to approve the applications for street closing and sound application, request as recommended.
Second.
moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Aye.
Item 17D,
Report from the City Clerk's Office regarding a request from Sue Swartz to close 22nd Street between 16th and 17th Avenues on Sunday, September 17th, 2023, from 2 to 7 p.m. for a block party.
Move to approve the request as recommended.
Second.
moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Aye.
Item 17E,
Report from the City Clerk's Office regarding an activity permit application from Second Baptist Church, 919 6th Avenue, requesting to close 10th Street between 5th and 6th Avenues on Saturday, July 29th, 2023, from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. for a church picnic.
Motion to approve the request as recommended.
Second.
moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Hurt.
Aye.
Gilbert.
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
And Robinson.
Item 18, other business.
I
New
have two
business.
things, Mr. Mayor.
Yes, sir.
First of all, I'd like to thank the mayor for coming out. Backwater Gamblers did host an event called Access to Waves down at Ben Williamson Park. And that's where they bring out those that are wheelchair-bound or unable to participate in water ski events on their own. They have safety skiers that ski by them, The mayor did come down, and there were a lot of very happy faces to see that our elected officials actually participate in, and, you know, take that time out of their day to come down. So on behalf of the organization, they wanted me to express their gratitude for the time that you came down and spent with the skiers, the ones that are out there on the water, and sitting down there and breaking bread with some of them after the fact.
Did, absolutely.
The next thing I'd
The
like.
pleasure's the other way around. It was really exciting to see the smiles on their faces and that opportunity to do that. So, and the people that volunteer their time, it just is, it was rewarding for me.
It's a good time, and Chris, a gentleman by the name of Chris Hagan has been the young man he's worked with Genesis for the last 18 years, I want to say, to keep this project going, to the fact where, and you saw it yourself, that all of these special apparatus that we use, the skis with the outriggers and things like that for the folks that wouldn't ordinarily get that opportunity to come down there and just have a good time. And I don't know who had more fun, the skiers or the people that were out there skiing with them.
It was over $35,000 of equipment that Genesis donated
Yeah.
to this organization several years ago.
Yep,
Yeah. To make this happen and continue to go
We
on.
keep them
going.
hidden in a secured location.
Undisclosed area.
But it's the 18th year they've done it, so it's really neat.
The other thing I would like to say is thank you to Miles, because I had a couple of issues come up in the 6th Ward with regard to trash that was left out on the different locations, and I sent an email to Miles and the city manager so that he was aware of it, something, you know, that I was sending out to one of the department heads. And then I got a response back, which is good for us. I mean, all of us can appreciate when we can respond back to our constituents and saying, hey, we hear you, we're doing what we can to help you, and we'll stay on it. So with that regard, thank you.
And with C-Click-Fix,
And Mike Bartels
the
as well, sorry.
acknowledgements, the notifications go out automatically.
Yep.
I got one quick thing.
Yes, sir.
Miles, community gardens. I'm really gonna need council support and CED support. We have to find some way of kind of how to reconstruct that. I'm getting a lot of complaints this year, especially about the rodents from these gardens, the upkeep of the gardens. So we have to find some kind of way of how to best do this going forward. A lot of people have been suggesting possibly doing it next to, you know, an empty lot where it's not right adjacent to someone who's living there, because there's just a onslaught of rodents that are popping up. I know you guys are seeing the coyotes, the foxes. I'm seeing all that in the area now because of the rabbits and everything else that are populating in these gardens. So it's a real big concern that is starting to come up.
Can we set up a meeting to talk about that?
Yes, please.
We go?
Oh, Samantha, are we supposed to give you feedback on this civic clerk, or?
You can, yeah.
So when we click into an agenda item and we try to go back out, it takes us all the way back to the beginning. Is that like
In the board portal,
right, is that
See, I
a
have
programming thing, or is that just something that?
let me ask that question or play around with it, because I don't,
Click agenda at the top.
well, they're in the board portal, they're not where we're at.
Yeah, when I hit it,
Different access.
when I try to get to the documents of the agenda item and then I try to go back, it takes me all the way back to the beginning of it, so I lose my place. It doesn't follow the breadcrumbs per se. And
Okay.
for mayors, for your unplug, is there a way we can add that to the document, so we'll have access to that?
Update Rock Island, you mean?
Update Rock Island, I'm sorry, yes.
I think so, but I'm not as familiar with it, so I don't know.
Eventually, yes, we would like to move to the system and have all the meetings laid out with potential, of course, study session is always subject to change, tentative. But right now, we are using the Excel spreadsheet, and I'm using that through Google Drive, and I'll be sending that to you all. I thought I did this afternoon, but I think I forgot to hit send. So you'll have that temporarily, and then the ultimate goal is to have it in our new agenda
Will
system.
we be able to add the update Rock Island to it?
Yeah.
I think in the past.
That was your question, I believe.
Yeah, she answered, yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
I think in the past, the reason why it wasn't included was because a lot of times it wasn't written until Friday or Monday.
Correct.
And so it was like after the deadline.
It is not currently written in time that we publish
Right.
the agenda and everything else.
Yeah. But
Trying
it-
to make sure we get any last-minute issues.
It could always be added when she adds minutes.
Correct.
Absolutely. Yeah, good feedback.
I would like to say that I've had 2 weddings at my place since the new parking lot has been open. Fantastic. Getting wonderful feedback. It's obviously helped, and I hear nothing but great feedback, even from the haters that said, why would you spend the money on it? And it's, what's that?
And a Keats.
And a Keats, and we've had a Keats down there. So thanks to everyone involved in that. It's
Those
wonderful.
vans are gone. Oh, no.
Yeah, and my vans are gone, so,
Yeah, that's an eyesore.
yeah.
Forward
Maybe I'll keep my catalytic converters now.
for your events. I would think it's gonna be great going
Oh,
forward
yeah,
for
it's,
your
I've had
events.
great feedback, so, and it's people from the area that are coming down here and saying, you know, it's
No, it's-
lit.
It's well, yes, well lit.
Yeah.
The I'd say with that art down there and the landscaping and everything else,
Yeah.
it really adds, it's not just a parking lot.
Yeah.
It's really added some great aesthetics.
When are the electric, when's that gonna go live? I have been asked that. Sorry. Sore subject?
No, no.
Okay.
It's just a delay in the equipment for
Okay.
the manufacturer.
Okay.
It should be shipping, should be complete in July, end of this month.
Okay.
And then mailing it to us. So we're hoping to have it all finished and operational by the end of August.
Okay, all right, thank
We
you.
are looking at several more through Metrolink and everything else and talking with them about having several more locations in downtown Rock Island.
Okay.
To have some others scattered, so
Yeah.
it won't be the only ones. It'll be take a little while, it won't be happening
Oh,
overnight.
yeah, no.
Anything else? Now I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Moving second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Fix the agenda.
Yeah.